Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, House of Darkness. So, there's only 4 people in it. Justin Long, Kate Bosworth, and Gina Crovatin, and Lucy Walters. They're the only ones in it. It's only 4.7 on IMDb, and it is 1,870 people rated so far. Evidently, Justin Long plays somebody who met Kate Bosworth at a bar, offers to give her a ride home, and in the hopes of, maybe taking it to the next level, and something sinister starts going down when they get to her place or whatever. So I don't know. It's been on my list for a while. It's available on Amazon Prime right now. So let's get into it. It's an hour and 28 minutes long, shorter film. I'll see what it's about, see if it's any good, and I'll let you know what I think. I like both of them, Kate Bosworth and Justin Long. So we'll see. Stick around. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of House of Darkness. No check-in, very short film, and because, it takes a while to develop, right? So basically, like IMDb kind of tells us, is, Justin and, I already forget her name, go to her house, right? She has this big mansion in the woods, and he's going to drop her off. One thing leads to another. He comes inside with her, right? Kate Bosworth. I can't believe I couldn't remember her name. And really, a large majority of the movie is the playfulness between the two of them. So they're trying to, I think, really give some background to Justin Long's character, who is called Hap. Just to pull him out a little bit more, I think. Not her so much. She's just kind of mysterious in a way. But, trying to see, they're trying to create this male character who, in my opinion, probably not the most stand-up character, but isn't like way over the top, isn't a terrible, terrible male person, but probably isn't the best either, right? And that's kind of what the whole thing is. But they're flirting back and forth, and everything's going back and forth, and then, and then it speeds up. Like after that, it was a little long, I felt, but I understood what they were doing. And then it speeds up, and you start going down a certain path, to find out what's really going on in the House of Darkness, right? And I don't want to go into too much detail, because if you decide you want to watch this, check it out. I will say a couple of different things. It does say, as I think it says on here, comedy, horror, mystery. Yeah, I think that's about right? I don't know how much kind of thriller. So that took a little bit of a while. Then we get into, I don't know if it's Act 2. It feels like maybe it was Act 3, but anyway, a little bit farther down the film, as it speeds up, adds a little bit more to it, a little more meat to the film, and you start to figure out kind of what's going on. At least I did, and watching him continue to kind of dig his own hole, if you will, dig his own grave, as he, like I said, he was like a teetering person, not great, but not completely awful, and he might go over the edge a little bit anyway. I know it's kind of sounds odd what I'm talking about, but it's important to the entire movie. What I did like about it, so that took a little long, and it drew on for me, and when it speeds up, better. I tell you what, the end was intense, but abrupt and quick, which I kind of like. So I don't know what else to say. I don't want to get into it too much because it was all very surprising. I will say this, because I watched how many movies in 2022, and I watched all the scary ones, from Smile to Bavarian to whatever it was that came out, right? Not one of them made me jump like this movie. I'll just say that. So I applaud them for that. First time in 2023, I had a jump scare, and I jumped, literally. It got me good. So, I like that. There's a couple of aspects to this film that I like. I like the abruptness, the quickness, and stuff. I'm going to give a little bit, and I want to share a little bit more later. I don't want to go into too much detail here, so I don't know. It's interesting. I'm glad, like, this is why I kind of watch movies without seeing the previews or understanding more, because you really don't know much about this. So you get there's a concept here, right? You know he's coming home with a beautiful girl, and they're laying him out to be this okay but not great kind of guy. You can kind of see where it's going to go, and the movie's called House of Darkness, so you put that all together. But I was still surprised nonetheless with what they did and the way they handled everything. So interesting. And in the beginning, the opening credits, I'll tell you what, whoever puts that, I guess the director puts that together, or the cinematographer, whoever does that.
It's 59 degrees.
Alexa, stop. That just scared me. Just tell me the weather. But anyway, that was the opening. I wasn't sure if I was watching it right. It was creepy in the beginning. I liked that too. So there's some elements of this film were definitely worth watching. Some maybe not so much. But I'm surprised it's low. But I do want to say one thing. I'm not going to spoil the ending or do anything like that. I just want to give a warning. But I will share a little bit more about the film. So if you don't want to hear any more about this at all, you can go ahead and drop now and check it out and enjoy as much of a mystery as I left it to you. But if you want to hear just a little bit more, it's not bad. But spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Okay. There is a graphic scene. A violent graphic scene. So I just wanted to warn you on that. That's it. That's all. That's all I'll give you. I won't give you no more. But I wanted to share that with you in case you get weak in the stomach or something like that. It's, it draws on for a little bit, but understandable when you put it all together and you come back and watch my review again. You're like, oh, I get it now. So sorry, had to be confusing on this one, but I'm pleasantly surprised at what we ended up with here, and 4.6 I think I said it was. It's a little bit more entertaining to me and short. So there you go. That's it. I'm rambling on. Hopefully I was helpful. Check it out. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.